Alrighty guys, we're back for some Samurai Warriors, and this is a Streets of New Capenna standard build. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some play mode, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Redcat, and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you guys. So what do we got here in the build? We have 4 Fireblade Chargers and 4 Kumano faces Kakkazans. Now, Kumano, or Etching of Kumano, is not a warrior or a samurai, unfortunately, right? But it's just like too good of a card to not include here, and it pairs well with our other cards like Charger and a lot of our 2-drops too. So yeah, it's like too good not to include. We have a couple Fateful Absences, so this could be any removal that you want to add to the build. It could be like a Kami's Flare. There's not that many ways to get modified creatures, but there's definitely ways. So it could be a Kami's Flare if that's what you would prefer. I opted for Fateful Absence this time round. We have 4 Selfless Samurai, so a 2-drop 2/2. Whenever a samurai or a warrior you control attacks alone, it gains lifelink, so the lifelink could really come in handy, especially against other Boros builds and stuff. So it also has Sacrifice Selfless Samurai. Another target creature you control gains indestructible until the end of turn, so that could be a very, very useful, right? We have a single Goro-Goro, mainly for that first ability, to be able to give haste to all of our creatures, but the second ability could come in handy. You never know. You really don't. 4 Kargan Intimidator. So this works with warriors. So something to note is not everything in here is a warrior. Like Selfless Samurai is just a samurai, and so be careful with the coward ability here, where target creature becomes a coward, and of course cowards can't block warriors. So just note that not everything in the deck is a warrior. Like also Goro-Goro is just a goblin samurai, not like a samurai warrior or anything like that. So just too spicy of a card to have in here. Turn 1 Kumano into a turn 2 Kargan is pretty darn spicy already, because having a 4/2 on turn 2 and then it like has all these other abilities on it too is kind of insane. So 4 Maul of the Skyclaves, because this just pairs well with everything. Like that line of play that I just said, Kumano into Kargan, into Maul of the Skyclaves on turn 3. Now that is a powerful line of play, right? It's a pretty spicy one. It gets interrupted by removal, but what doesn't, right? So Maul of the Skyclave also pairs well with like Fireblade Charger, and it's just a really spicy card, especially if you plan on just attacking alone in the sky. Even with like a Selfless Samurai, if you just plan on attacking alone in the sky with a Selfless Samurai, this gives it lifelink too, so you're gaining a ton of life off of that play too. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to include Maul here. We have 3 Sigrid God-Favored, so this is a 3-drop 2/2 with Flash, First Strike, Protection from Gods. When Sigrid God-Favored enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target attacking or blocking creature until Sigrid leaves the battlefield. So this is a super spicy card. Against like other aggro and stuff, this could be a devastating. You flash this out, you grab their chunkiest creature that they're swinging in with, and then you block a smaller creature too, and this has First Strike, so it easily blocks a 2/2 or something, right? So very spicy card. And it's a warrior, so it works. We have 4 Professional Facebreakers, also a warrior, right? I should probably go over what's a warrior and what's a samurai in here. So it's a 3-drop 2/3 Menace. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat to a player, create a treasure token. You can sacrifice a treasure token, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. So kind of our, like, I guess, kind of like our card draw of the deck, right? But also a great way to ramp with these treasures too, and actually be able to do multiple things on a turn, like play some creatures, activate the Kargan's abilities, or maybe you're ramping up for your 5/5 red dragon spirit too. Of course, for that you do need a modified creature, so the modified would obviously be from the Kumano counter or the Maul of the Skyclaves here. So yeah, super spicy card in the build. I think it's going to do a lot. So we have a Legion Angel as well as 3 Legion Angels over here in the sideboard. We have a couple Wandering Emperors because it generates Samurais, which could be good, but it's also just a freaking fantastic card, and it pairs well with Sigrid God-Favored too, where you could go multiple turns in a row not playing anything on your turn and just destroying the opponent on their turn. If you have like a turn 3 God Favored and you take out a creature or two, and then on the next turn you just pass again, now the opponent's terrified of God Favored, but now you got the 4 mana for the Wandering Emperor too, so pretty spicy pair here, right? We also have 3 Raiyus, Storm's Edges, so this is a 4-drop 3/3. This is just a samurai, not a warrior, so that's noteworthy. So it has First Strike. Whenever a samurai or a warrior you control attacks alone, untap it. If it's the first combat phase of the turn, there's an additional combat phase after this phase. So this is a super spicy card, guys. Holy cow. I mean, imagine that line of play I was telling you earlier, okay? Kumano, Kargan, Maul the Skyclave. Now you got this big old chunky creature in the air. On turn 4, you drop Raiyuu, and you might just win because you swing in the air, and then you untap and you swing in the air again, and that's crazy. That is actually crazy. Yeah, what is that? You're swinging in the air for 6, then you're swinging for another 6. So it's not necessarily game, but if you did have the Kumano, you did deal 1, but regardless, you guys get the power of that line of play. So in the mana base, we have 2 seats, 2 dens, a Crucible. We do have a single Snarl in here, so that's kind of important to remember. This could also be that land that enters tapped but gains you a life too, but I think that sometimes actually being able to play this untapped is going to be more important in a build like this, right? And the reason I included it here too is because of like the double white pips on Sigrid and the double white on the Wandering Emperor too, and the double white on Legion Angel, whereas the top end is pretty heavy on the red here. Not the top end, the front end here. And then the top end has a bunch of white in it. So that's the story behind the 1 Snarl. Okay, guys, hopefully I went over the deck well enough here. We're gonna, wait a minute. I never changed. Well, I'm gonna change that right. Excuse me. Change. That's right, guys. That's right. We're doing this right now. Okay, I'll keep that. That's fine. Okay, anyways, now let's go ahead and hop into some normal play mode, right? I was on, like, man, I was actually on standard play this time, and instead of just hitting play, my brain switched it. It's just like crap. Then I switched back. I don't know what it is about these menus, guys, but I always complain about it, so hey, maybe one day I'll get used to the menus. Turn 1 Fireblade, turn 2 Fireblade. Okay, this isn't a bad hand. Opponent goes first, though, so that makes me sad. Yeah, I had to, okay, yeah, so we keep. I'm trying to think if I had a Samurai card sleeve for this that I could have chose there instead. Probably. I should have scrolled down, but I didn't want to take too long while recording the video. Okay, so nothing stuck, so it doesn't look like... What are we up against? This might just be a mirror match, which would be freaking awesome. They also have a dog over here, and dog sleeves as well. Oh, we up against some runes? Okay, yeah. I don't know what this is, but I'm definitely... Oh my goodness, look at our hand. That is a lot. We're gonna keep the God Favored open. They don't know what's in our hand, man. I'd be shocked by a block here. I think we can cheese these 2 through. Yeah. Yeah, I would have been shocked if they blocked with all this open. So we're about to see why Sigrid God Favored is so darn good. It's so spicy. It would have been better if we could actually block that 2/2 there too, but it's still worth grabbing the Runeforge champion here easily. Easily still worth it. But you can imagine if they dropped like their hasty a hasty 2/2 or something. So Raiyuu's pretty good, but setting up for like a Legion Angel Raiyuu might be better. Nah, we got 2 of these, so removal on it. Over removal on the... Well, the Legion Angel could have grabbed us another Legion Angel too, so... I don't know. The tough one. That's a tough one for sure. And full swing. Pretty good. Pretty good swings, guys, honestly. Okay, so they're probably looking for some removal here, right? Really, honestly, yeah, I'm very pleased with already just how the deck played out here in the first match. Very, very pleased. I did a couple test matches with a couple different versions of Samurais, and what it ended up being... We block here because the odds of them just having removal anyways is probably pretty good, and if they wanted that 4th mana that bad, yeah, like the first strike, yeah, it was a block. It was a block. Because I don't know, there could have been a combat trick there, but then we have another Raiyuu in hand, so I don't know. Showdown, okay, well, opponent, this is a lot of damage coming in. So, okay. Play that out on red, and we have a Kumano. So, we're going to go ahead and swing for 3. Untap. Hits. Then we full swing. And Kumano. Oh. What a good draw. GG opponent. GG. Yeah, like they had the one open here, so it could have been like a play with fire onto the Sigrid, which is why I wasn't sure if we just won right away, but yeah, GG. Holy cow, that was fast. Let's hop into the next match. I'm not sure what the opponent was playing there. It looked like runes. I guess it was just runes, right? Because they didn't have a green source though, so that's... Oh yeah, no, they did draw a green card. Maybe they got unlucky. They didn't have green mana. I bet that's what it was. What on earth? Oh, I'm keeping this mess. Oh, you guys already know. You know I like to keep weird hands like this. I don't even know where to start with this. I mean, obviously, Selfless Samurai's the start, but opponent goes first again, so, I mean... Wait, did the opponent go first last time? I always forget. Like, it's one of those things. Really easy for me to forget that. Okay, oh, mono green would be really bad. Start with the plains because Pathway... There's an argument, since there is the one Snarl in the deck, that maybe we don't start with the plains, but it's only one Snarl, so... We play this out on white because Sundown Pass is red and so is Crucible. And then Sundown Pass... Crap. Okay, we got some classic werewolves over there. We're gonna... Oh my goodness, that is a reason to play werewolves right there. Yeah, we're just gonna take the 6 this time round since we get some lifelink from the Selfless Samurai. But also next turn, unfortunately, they get to draw another card before the Sigrid God Favorite actually hits. So I'm just tempted to go Maul the Skyclaves, swing in the air, and gain 4 life, and then take a beating, right? But we probably want to hit something off of this. Yeah. Oh, it's rough. It's rough. It's fine. Everything's fine, guys. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. I think they like that it's nighttime here. Yeah, it's rough. Like I said, everything's rough here. Everything's rough. Where do they plug this? Yeah, that makes sense. Give it haste, but we're definitely grabbing... What are we grabbing? I guess the ooze is such a target. Don't worry, guys. We get to change it off of night next turn. We have enough to play here. And either way, they were going to draw the card off the pack leader. So it was just... Yeah. We're fine. Everything's fine. Unless this is a Blizzard Brawl, in which case this is not fine. Nice, thank you, opponent. We're gonna take the 6. Because we could give this indestructible, but we want to give it indestructible if they attempt the Blizzard Brawl. That is a Blizzard Brawl. Indestructible. Woo! Okay. We're alive and well, guys. It is back to daytime because they switched it to daytime. We're going to play this for a land. And we have a lot to do here. We could go Maul the Skyclaves and Kumano and swing on in the air for 4. Or keep it as a blocker too, but we know they have Blizzard Brawl, so it's probably just going to be Selfless Samurai. And probably Intimidator since it can block into any of those, right? What do you guys think about that line of play? Because, yeah, I'm not planning on blocking with the God Favored, so we're going to swing and gain 2. Thank you, opponent. I think they enjoy the warriors and samurais. It's pretty cool, actually. Samurais versus werewolves. Woo! Hal and Al slams onto the board, and that is devastating, guys. Okay, we're gonna need a lot here. If this is another Blizzard Brawl, then we really, like, we're kind of forced to use the Selfless Samurai. Yeah, see, they know how to work this. Selfless Samurai is gonna protect the God Favored, and that should probably plug into the Stormseeker. I guess the pack leader makes more sense. But if they... Yeah, this has first strike. This is indestructible. That's a 6/6. Oh my goodness, guys. We're forced to block, so we might as well block the 6/6 because that's 12 damage on the opponent's board. So I think they got us just completely outvalued here. The double Blizzard Brawl that we had to protect against was a little bit too... Oh. Yeah, but Hal and Al stays. Hal and Al stays as a threat. Yeah, it's over. It's over, guys, but I'm gonna try. We have like the... Thank you, a third one. Opponent. I don't think opponent likes lifelink, guys. I think that might be... I mean, I understand. I've played plenty of werewolves in my day, right? So... So, they could have given this trample, but I guess they want to pump some cards onto the board. I think the trample would have been better, because Hal and Al and Reckless Stormseeker just buff the pack leader. But, I mean, giving everything haste here is pretty good, too. Good game, opponent. I guess I'm used to playing against like decks with a bunch of board wipes too. And I'm gonna block here, opponent, if you don't mind, buddy. I'll block and block. Just block a couple random ones. Okay. 50% win rate. That was a fun match, guys. The opponent really had it though, holy cow. But there was a lot of like, I don't know, maybe I could have played it better. You guys let me know. Was there a way through there? Like the Maul the Skyclave onto one of our cards and then maybe gaining more life. But also we kind of didn't have too much mana there. If we had a 5th mana, then we would have been able to get the Selfless Samurai down with the Maul too, which maybe would have gained us enough. I don't think it would have though. I think the opponent had just a lot of value, and we didn't have like our Fateful Absence or anything like that, so it was a really good game. Look at this. Wow. I guess Kargan, right? We'll play this out on white. And keep the mountain for our single Snarl in the deck. Okay, another tap land for the opponent. That's pretty lucky for us because we have a huge... We have a lot to do here. And it's probably... Do we go for the life link? Maybe? Okay with that. I'm okay with that. No, let's get more damage through. Just more damage. I was originally going for the life link, but the opponent going down to 12 already is probably just better. Selfless Samurai lets us defend one of these creatures, so Prosperous Innkeeper, GG opponent? I guess it just took too long. We had too much value, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. See, that would have been a good game for us to see like a Maul the Skyclave off the top too, so. Let's hop into the next match. These are pretty fast games, aren't they? Well, some of them. Yeah, there's like super spicy lines of play that we have. You look at that Snarl coming into play here, guys. That's pretty cool. The single Snarl. Opponent, you rocking some vampires, buddy? What you got for me? Snarl, Mountain, Kumano. Yep. Turn 1 Kumano, turn 2 Kargan. Just as spicy as it was last game. Ooh, a little bit less spicy, but still. Okay. Yep. Still doing it. It's pretty good. It's still pretty good. And then once Kumano flips, they don't get the -1/-1 when the Shamble Buddy dies. If it's dealt, if they block with it. Wait, if a creature dealt damage this turn by a source you controlled would die. Yeah, so they could still sacrifice it and get the ability. Wanted to double check that real quick. I'd say the opponent has a decent blockers over there, huh? However, it's probably still going to be make Underdog, Coward, Full Swing, right? And then Selfless Samurai. I think we go for the aggression here because at any point, we don't want them to get Meat Hook for 2 in a couple turns. Target creature becomes a coward. Even though, yeah, no, we don't want to trade. We want to get this damage through. And if they block, see, that doesn't trade, it just dies because of etching. It goes into the exile. Now we drop the Selfless Samurai. And I'm pretty satisfied. They wanted to take less damage there because they definitely have that Meat Hook in hand. I feel it. Feel it in my bones, guys. It's coming next turn. Is etching worth saving? Yeah. In a deck like this, it's worth saving. So they probably swing with the under... Yeah, okay, GG opponent. Against a deck like that, the etching is really good. Well... So far, so good, guys. I'm having a good time. 75% win rate. I'd probably still be having a good time even if I was losing more too, though. Just like a fun little deck. It's a fun build. Like Samurai Warriors. It kind of feels like classic Boros or something. You know what I mean? Okay, good hand. I don't mind it. No turn 1 Kumano, but we might draw it. GG opponent. It's like the opponent saw our hand like, dang bro, turn 2 Kargan into turn 3 Maul, like I'm out of here. I'm not sure what the concede was for, but we're in normal play mode, so it happens. It happens. Into the next one. That was a good hand though, wasn't it? Even like, yeah, because we were on the draw, we could have drawn a turn 1. Like there's 8 1-drops in the deck, so it's not like impossible to just draw into that turn 1. What you got for me, opponent? You should bring a tribal deck to the table. We should go like samurais versus zombies or something. That would be sick. Ooh, okay, no turn 1 for either of these, but it's not a bad hand. It's definitely worse than the last hand. Yeah, it's definitely worse than the last hand. Opponent, what are you doing? Come back! Come back, opponent! It's not the Boros you think it is! Oh, jeez. Well, hey, I'll take the victories. You know, the weekly wins reset, so I'll take it. What do you got for me, opponent? What are you bringing to the table? Bring some zombies to the table. You know, zombies versus samurais. Or any tribal, that would be really cool. Actually, I do have a couple more tribal decks planned for you guys throughout this week. You'd call it like Tribal Week or something and just go for it, you know? So, again, a little bit worse. It's like 2 games ago, that was a really good hand, even though we didn't have a 1-drop. But, like, I don't know, it's not a bad hand. Like, none of the hands have been bad, you know? Oh my. Okay. I guess we go double charger. I don't mind that. Especially if the opponent is ramp and not bringing any board wipes to the table. Opponent is ramp, and we might want to start hitting in for more damage, that's for sure. Do we go Professional Facebreaker or Maul the Skyclaves? I think we're going to go Facebreaker, try to keep up with this ramp, right? We get 1 treasure, and maybe we can play that next turn too. Because we want to be able to do multiple things a turn. That's the concept behind Facebreaker over the Maul there. Yet Chariot gets some blockers onto the board. Okay. My turn. Ooh. No. Let's go Facebreaker's ability, see what we hit. See what we hit here. Kumano, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Kumano. So this has Menace. A double block into that would shock me, but it wouldn't be unheard of, so I guess giving Professional Facebreaker is, yeah, that's probably the best, because the double block probably happens over the Chariot. So if they do Chariot for 1 Fireblade Charger, we still get that 1 ping through, which is definitely worth it. Oh, wow, they are trading their cats, too. They do not want my Chargers on the board. I think that's fine, actually. Get our treasure. Do we just hit face for 3? Or let them keep their creatures hit face for 3? No, I don't think we do, actually. Which one's hitting which one? I think I did that right. We also could have taken out Chariot, too, with all 3 of those. I don't think that's worth it. I don't know. I don't know. It depends what they play here, right? Like, if they start, like, copying rhinos or something, then I suppose it would have been the Chariot kill. But a couple extra blockers on the ground? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough because Seat of the Empire also hits Chariot too. So like pinging face and pinging their cats, I don't know. Seems fine. We'll see. My turn. And whoa, that's really good. Woo! Okay. They have 1 green open over here. So it's not enough to kill them, but it's really good, isn't it? Do we start with Facebreaker's ability? Probably. Probably, because it might be another Raiyuu. And we'd rather play that off the top. Maul of the Skyclave. Oh no, guys. Now it's a tough decision, isn't it? Now it's a very tough decision. Because they have 5 mana. Alright. It's going to be Plains. Hit for 6. Now, it's going to be Raiyuu. Going to be Raiyuu, because it gets the counter. So it's a 4/4 first strike on the ground. And I still think it was worthwhile. Oh, GG opponent. Wow, they just concede there. That's surprising, actually. 85% win rate. Couple concedes in there, but wow, we are winning. Holy cow, I was not anticipating an 85% win rate in 7 matches in only 31 minutes. Let's try to get like 1 or 2 more in. If they're that fast, we might as well go for 2 more, but you never know. We might actually go into... I want to end it on a high note too, but we're like overdue for a loss at this point, so we'll see. We'll see, right? This is also one of those days where I actually don't have a lot of time, so if it ends up being a shorter video, like just under 40 minutes, then that would be preferable, actually. Look at that. Turn 1, Kumano. Turn 2, Kargan. That's how we do it. That's how we do it, guys. Ooh, another Kumano too, wow. Top deck Maul of the Skyclave. Top deck Raiyuu. After, oh, I guess we need a 4th land first, but still. What'd you bring into the table, opponent? Nothing yet. Okay. No Maul. It's probably Kumano and extra damage off the Kargan here. You guys think? We could also keep Fateful Absence open, though. I think keeping the, maybe the extra buff on the Kargan for this turn could be good if they're running red or something. Oh, we got more runes? Okay. Okay, opponent. We'll see. We will see. So this would have been a good example of keeping Fateful Absence open. Actually we would have been able to kill it on their turn. That was a good draw though, wasn't it? We could also just make it a coward and just swing in anyways, but we probably kill it here. And we're going to skip the Selfless Samurai because a deck like that has exile abilities, so this is fine. Extra damage. And Kumano flips next turn. This is going to be a tough uphill battle. Opponent wants to gain life like this turn. My goodness. Another Runeforge champion. So they could play Rune of Might, or they want the lifelink one though. They really want lifelink here. But we just make it a coward, and it needs haste to actually gain the life. So they go for the buff. And that's it. Runeforge champion is a coward. Target becomes coward. And full swing. And then they can block one of those. Yeah, good game. Good game. So they wanted the lifelink there. Was there a way for us to still get through without the lifelink? Yeah. We would have been able to buff the Kargan to 5, and we would have had just enough slipping through if they went lifelink, right? Yeah, I think so. Either way, 87% win rate, because why not? Apparently samurais can do a thing over here in normal play mode. Take it with a grain of salt, because normal play mode, right? It's a different ball game than ranked, but that's a win rate. I'm scared to go into the next match, but we're only 34 minutes in somehow. One more. We could do this. We could save, like, we can still have a victory here. I'm adjusting in my chair if you guys hear squeaking in the background, by the way. Either way, win or lose, like, this was a good time. It was a very good time. We lost against werewolves, and boy, oh boy, did those werewolves pop off, too, so... I don't know. Yeah, definitely something here for normal play mode, but, I don't know if maybe we'll test it in ranked, like later on this month or something. We'll return to some samurais, maybe with a couple changes, because the metagame will probably change by then. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll try out ranked then, because this wasn't that bad, was it? Professional Facebreaker, actually a pretty spicy addition to the build too. And none of the hands have been bad. Can we talk about that? Like, some of the hands have been worse, I guess, but... Oh, Angels coming here to shut us down. Oh, no. I was thinking about that Snarl in the deck. And Fateful Absence could be good here, but it's better to kill anything that can gain them life. So, Restoration doesn't gain them life. Okay, so Facebreaker comes down, and a trade into the Intimidator would actually be beneficial for us. So I think they take the 3. Really? Well, we have 2 more Intimidators. I'm shocked. I guess they're gonna bring it back with the Restoration, which means they don't get the ramp here. But, like, that's just not bad for us at all, is it? It really isn't, because we knew that this ability was gonna come through. See, they're like, actually, it's a tough decision, right? Yep. They grabbed the ramp instead. And they had another Youthful Valkyrie. See, that makes more sense. So, they grab the ramp, which tells me on turn 6 we might see a Warden, right? And if we see a Warden, the shield counters on that gets by the Fateful Absence, which could be really, really bad. So we're going to start with Selfless Samurai, so we gain a little bit of life here. Because this has Menace, don't forget. They could have their own Fateful Absence. They sure do. They sure do, guys. Alright, so at this point, we could go Intimidator. Seed of Eiganjo could end up being really good, though. We could also keep Fateful Absence open, too. I think we have another Seed of the Empire. I think we keep Fateful Absence open this turn. That's a really tough decision. Yeah, Angels is going to be a very tough one to go up against, guys. A very, very tough one. But not impossible. Like, we have plenty of cards that can do another Restoration. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's good to see Restoration in Angels. When I did the Angel video, I was like, yeah, I'm not sure if this is actually a thing or not, but... I'm gonna take the 1 here. Oh, I really want them to... I don't know. Let's get rid of the Architect. Ah, it's so janky. Ah, jeez. Like, it's so... so bad. Yeah, get the clue. Okay. Oh, now that's a card to draw. Holy cow. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Hopefully they play an Angel first, though. There we go. That's a beautiful one. Okay, they're gonna bring the other Valkyrie back. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Because they don't need more mana at this point. Elspeth! Oh, bro. Oh, you did not. Oh no, what are they gonna hit? What are they gonna hit? 7 cards is so many. Righteous Valkyrie! With a shield counter and everything. Man, I want to save the God Favored for the Valkyrie next turn. But, like, ew, you know, like, that's pretty bad. So, what yeah, we got to save that for next turn, right? Whoa, they pass. It's like they know we have the God Favored, except I think they're just saving blockers to save the Elspeth, right? Okay, Fateful Absence. Okay, good, good, good. Oh no, we don't have enough white sources. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Okay, we can still grab the Righteous Valkyrie off of a swing here, though. We could make... Yeah, Coward isn't going to do anything because this is just a Samurai, not a Warrior. That's kind of like how I was saying earlier, right? So Fateful Absence could just hit Elspeth, but then putting a counter onto something isn't that bad. We just have to make sure we kill the Elspeth before they get to -3 again. I don't know, guys. It sure looks like they're outvaluing us here, so I don't know if we get through this one. At least it's a bit of a longer match, so we actually hit that 40-minute mark, right? Okay. What counter do you guys think? Vigilance, nice. Another Righteous Valkyrie. Yeah, if we had one more white source, we would do something about this, but this is not looking terrific. This is really not looking great. Full swing. Full swing. Full swing. Let's go. That could have been a Wandering Emperor that they swung into, too. We're going to take the 8. What's open over here? Maybe just another Fateful Absence, right? The reason we grabbed the Righteous Valkyrie is not only because of the life gain, but also... Oh, opponent! Opponent had it, guys. Oh, this is over. This match is over. Well, we were overdue for a loss for sure, right? Let's go ahead. Let's get everything on the board, and let's kill the Elspeth before they get value off of that, even though technically hitting one of the angels is the way to survive an extra turn. Gonna go ahead and swing on in with Intimidator to gain a little bit of life here. 4 life to be exact. We should have done this before playing anything because we might have been able to cheese through, by the way. But it's the opponents, guys, don't get me wrong. Even if we cheesed through that, even if we cheesed it through, it was over. Another Elspeth. Dude, Elspeth Resplendent is so good, though. It's so good. It's so spicy. Like, you guys know I played it on the top end of some aggro curves, and it's really good. Okay. I'm surprised they don't have it here, actually. I'm gonna let them play it out, but I'm really shocked that they didn't have an angel and then just buff everything by 2. Right? Like, that definitely could have been a line of play, so. Okie dokies. This is like my way of conceding, right? Let's make you are a coward. I don't know, just pick one, right? Full swing. Yeah, it's a GG. Like, there's no real way out of this properly. Like, we already utilized pretty much all of our removal. Like, more God Favorites off the top could have been good. Maybe our Wandering Emperor, but they're pumping out a lot more value, right? So, target warrior gains trample. No, never mind. Den of the Bugbear isn't a warrior. This is fine. Everything's fine. Hey, we broke the shield counter. That's good. Good game, opponent. Yeah, this is what I thought was going to happen like last turn. Just drop an angel and swing in the air. Very good game, opponent. It's 77% win rate. Total is humongous, guys. Remember, there were a couple concedes in there, but either way, we had a lot of legitimate wins, which is just way better than I thought Samurais were going to do. And boy, did it play fast too, right? So let's go ahead, go over the deck real briefly here. And what would I change? Not much, honestly. I liked it. Facebreaker was pretty spicy. Maul the Skyclaves is just one of those cards, like, why don't we see more of it at this point? It's going to rotate out soon too, right? So, I don't know. It's just a really, really good card, isn't it? Raiyuu Storm's Edge is super spicy. It's definitely worth the build around for Samurais and Warriors, right? Don't think we got to see Wandering Emperor, but we know the power of it, right? Kumano, turn 1 Kumano into turn 2 Kargan just proves to be just way, way, way more valuable than you would ever expect, right? So, yeah, I liked this one, guys. And if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you. And I will see you in the next video.